Tomorrow night, lots of women on the show. The ladies of The View will be here tomorrow night. That's Barbara Walters, Meredith Catfight Vieira will be here, Star Jones, and Joy Behar. All will be a good show. And The Bachelorette, Trista Wren, and music from Ben Taylor. So The Bachelorette, is she pregnant or something? Uh-oh. Find out what that's about. Well, I know what it's about, but we'll find out how it happened. Later this week, John Travolta. John Travolta will be here. Pamela Anderson and the 5-year-old Yarns quadruplets will be here. All right, let's get right to it. My first guest hosted Politically Incorrect for 9 years, now has a new live weekly talk show on HBO beginning this Friday, February 21st. I'm not supposed to say it's against me, but you can tape one of us and watch the other. Please welcome, it's called Real Time with Bill Maher. Please welcome our buddy Bill Maher.
This would be the monthly.
How you doing? Hopefully, Bill. Hey, funny.
No, you don't.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Thank you. Please sit down. What up, homie?
Well, I got to ask you something now. This is Michael Jackson night on at least 2 of the 3 major nights.
Yeah, Michael Jackson a week.
Did you watch any of this? Do you have any take on it?
I watched the first one, yeah, like everybody else.
And what was your...
I think you're very mean to him. You are. I mean, I never, all the years since the original accusation, I never did, we've talked about this, I never did Michael Jackson has sex with little boys jokes. Right. You know, boys' pants are half off. Because I don't know that it's true. I did O.J. Simpson jokes because I know he killed his wife. I don't know.
Wasn't he found innocent by a jury?
Who?
O.J. Simpson?
Yes, but we know that that was wrong.
Oh.
You know.
Well,
there's no blood in Michael Jackson's Bronco, is what I'm saying, and I don't think it's right to do jokes that imply that if you don't know that it's true, and you don't know that it's true.
Oh, I think you're wrong.
How do you know? Were you there? You know that he had sex with children?
I was there. I had sex with the children. No, I'll tell you why. You know, when somebody sues you and you want it to go away, you give them $10,000. You give them $50,000. Sometimes it costs you $100,000. When you pay somebody $20 million to go away, I'm sorry, I don't believe you're innocent. That's good enough.
Well, but
No?
Let's remember that part of that settlement was the stipulation that he would get the father's script to an agency. Remember that?
Well, I also saw...
So, you know what, you had sex with my kid, but you know what, get the script to the right people, I'll look the other way.
I saw the head detective, Santa Barbara Police Department, talking about it. I believe him. They all seem like very credible witnesses to me.
Well,
Again,
it's just an accusation. I mean, he spends a lot of time with
jokes. Anybody would take it seriously. Anybody would think that Michael really had sex with a kid. I can't believe anybody...
Well, now everybody does, because people like you make that accusation night after night, but you don't know that it's true. I mean, you spend all your time with cars. I could start a rumor that says, Jay Leno has sex with cars. He loves
that
cars.
That would not be unfounded.
Right. The other day you said to me, if there were no more cars in the world, I'd jump off a... Say that?
Yes, I did say that. Well, how about making it...
I love animals. That's why I understand a little bit, or at least relate, because, like, he wants to spend all his time with kids. If I could, like, retire on a nature preserve and have antelopes and beaver around, I'd love to spend all my time with... That's actually... That is an audience with a dirty mind.
Yeah.
They are 2 beats ahead on the beaver joke, and those are my kind of people.
Yeah. But...
Yes.
Well, I respectfully disagree with you. I think where there's smoke, there's fire. It's more than enough proof for me.
Well, thank God our justice system is not based on that principle.
Oh, please, we're in America. Rich people can get away with anything. I mean,
that's true, too.
That shoots a woman in the head 2 days later. You know,
yes,
let me tell you that.
I agree.
Wait, you go to South Central, I steal a purse, I'm in jail for 75 days until I come to trial. Bill Maher shoots a woman in the head at his house, and
okay,
boom, you're out on bail.
I agree. You're innocent until proven wealthy in America.
Exactly.
But that doesn't, that's true, but it also could be true that he doesn't have sex with kids. Now, in the 10 years since that first accusation, we see he's had kids over the house all the time, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Don't you think in that 10 years, if something was going on, somebody else would have sued, seeing that the first guy got $20 million? Don't you think that
somebody else didn't get paid off or whatever else?
You don't think that would make the press?
You know what it is? I think it's a little too creepy. If you said to me, do I think...
It is creepy.
I think he's having, like, there's something going on that is extremely inappropriate for a 44-year-old man. I don't believe he's being cruel to these children.
Right.
I don't believe, but I think he's using these children as an emotional crutch, and I think these children will have serious problems later in life when you realize, oh, I was sleeping with a 44-year-old.
But it's, he's kind of like Saddam Hussein. He hasn't done anything in the last 10 years, and suddenly we're attacking him again.
Yeah, exactly. You know something? That is an excellent analogy.
I'm the analogy king.
All right, I've got to tell you, we'll take a break. More with Bill right after this. More with Bill right after.
I'm not with it. I get it. Let you get it.
Introducing the new Nissan Murano, for your adventures in Ahmed.
Still doing those bills, huh?
Just wrestling with a credit card balance.
Diane.
You've been feeding on those high interest rates.
I just switched our balance over to a Capital One no hassle card.
Oh?
We're gonna save $500 a year.
$500?
Switch your high-interest balance to the Capital One No Hassle card for the nation's lowest long-term fixed rates. You could save up to $500 a year.
What you wallet?
Introducing new 3-in-1 pillar candles from Glade. Starlit Garden has 3 individual fragrance layers. Moonflower, Lemon Lily, and Jade Orchid, each designed to blend beautifully from one scent to the next, so you can enjoy 3 spellbinding fragrances in one enchanting candle. New Glade 3-in-1 candles, because 3 scents are better than 1.
Tonight on Cut Senator John McCain, Katie Holmes, and a new diplomatic approach to Germany.
Appearances by Mr. T do not come cheap.
I got needs, chicken legs.
Last call tonight, the not-so-bad Ray Liotta.
Badass. I mean, you're not so bad. You're a nice guy.
I did a movie with Miss Piggy. I didn't cook her. Carson after Conan on NBC.
Can it get any better than this? A complete hot and fresh meal that you don't have to cook? A real meal with tender, slow-cooked chicken, real home-style sides, and flaky oven-baked biscuits. Can it get any better? It just did. Because right now, KFC has great meals at a really great price. Stop by KFC today and get this 2-piece leg and thigh meal with 2 individual sides and a biscuit, all for only $2.99. Or bring home a 10-piece bucket of original recipe or extra crispy for only $8.99. So what are you doing for dinner tonight? Come to where the real meal value is. KFC.
In 1941, Calvin Coolidge cut taxes to jumpstart the economy. In 1962, President Kennedy cut taxes again to save the people money. And in 2003, we expect to see even more savings.
With 0% financing for 60 months during Ford's President's Day sales event. We're talking 0% for 5 years on almost every vehicle in stock, like Focus, Explorer, Ranger, and the best-selling F-150. 0% financing can save you over $10,000 in interest, but only for a limited time and only at your Northwest Ford stores. Right now at Burger King, get the original Whopper Junior Value Meal with medium fries and drink for just $1.99. The original Whopper Value Meal with medium fries and drink for just $2.99. Or the original Double Whopper Value Meal with medium fries and drink for just $3.99. Only at Burger King, home of the Whopper.
KNDO Local News proudly presents the Academic All-Star Award to a local high school athlete every Wednesday night on KNDO Local News at 6. Join KNDO and Central Washington University in celebrating the success of our area youth. There's only one place for live local news in the morning. KNDO Local News Northwest Today.
Local news and your fast alert weather forecast every 15 minutes from 5 a.m. to 7.
The only place for the action cam, current road conditions or travel problems, school and business closings and delays.
And an accurate forecast to start your day.
That's why we say KNDO Local News. More local news, more often.
A mix of sun and clouds on Tuesday with a high of 52.
But
Yes.
around our next one, I'll send it to you. Welcome back, talking with Bill Maher. Let's move on to we have the Bachelorette on tomorrow. What is your take on these?
I'm on tonight with animals, as always. You book animals with me. Why don't you book me with the models anymore? Anyway, I always get the dogs. Yeah, well, The Bachelorette,
You watch?
yeah, I do. I told you last time, I'm a sucker for those dating reality shows. Yeah. I mean, this one I actually like, not because it's not very entertaining, this one as the last one, but it proves the myth of the soulmate, because she says she's attracted to more than one person, and it just shows that women, like men, are not immune to developing feelings for multiple prospects, at least in the videos I read. But no, and I think that's good, that women, you know, we see that their biology is not that different from ours. I mean, men are always in trouble for our biology, you know, because we want multiple, we want new. I mean, you know, if women are thinking about getting a breast job or something, don't, because he'll get tired of that too. It is never about big or little or short or tall. It is only about old and new. Hugh Grant, as you well know, had Elizabeth Hurley at home. He wanted Marvin Hagler in a wig.
Marvin Hagler, really?
Well, whatever that woman was. She would not get on the Am I Hot show. But I mean, that's our biology, and we are blamed for it. You know, that is our biology, to hit on anything in a halter top, sipping a Long Island iced tea. That's just who we are.
Yeah.
And, you know, we don't get credit for it. We should, because that is why the species continues.
We should get credit. So
that is why we're here, is because we have that in us to propagate and to spread the seed. But do we get credit? No, we get impeached is what we get.
Oh, we get run over.
Well, we get run over.
Yes, I'd rather get impeached than run over.
You know, I mean, when you run over a guy 2 times and then stop for gas before the 3rd time,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that is suspicious. Yeah, that is. Remember the old days when a scorned woman used to just lop off her husband's penis? Remember that? That era?
How many guys would rather get run over by the Mercedes? Yeah. Now, today's reality shows, they seem like they're nasty.
Incredibly mean. Oh, please. You know, we're supposed to be such a good people, Americans. Politicians are always telling us, you know, if we only had a government as good as the American people. But how good are people if what they enjoy watching is, what do you laugh at? Pain and humiliation. I mean, all these shows are about pain, ritual, humiliation, banishment. Ozzy Osbourne is a horrible show. It's about this much better than getting the dog high. To watch this retarded man, and he is retarded. I don't mean that in a facetious way. He's retarded. He can't speak. He can't walk across the room without stepping in dog. He is retarded. And the message, you know, I have a friend in jail for medical marijuana. He's a criminal. But this guy, what is the message to the MTV kids? The message is, you know what, kids? Do as many drugs as you want. Blow your mind out. Do way too much acid. You will land safely in middle age as a lovable vegetable who gets invited to the White House.
Well, that... Well, let me ask you about something you and I always have fun with, is the anti-SUV thing. This is...
Well, yeah, I mean, my good friend Ariana Huffington has been running with that ball. It was, I put it a lot of...
Like the dumbest campaign I've ever heard.
Well, of course, because you are bought and sold by the oil companies.
I don't have an SUV. I don't have an SUV. No, you have a fire truck out there. That's a fire truck. I drove my fire truck just to piss. I said to myself, how can I piss off Maher and be friends?
I'll book them with animals. I'll drive a fire truck.
I drove my fire truck, my 1941 fire truck, because I thought you would get a kick out of it.
It is a beautiful machine.
Thank you.
But, what does that get to the gallon?
But first of all, you know, the SUV thing is over. If you talk to anybody in Detroit, automakers, they're moving to the smaller cars already. It's a 3-year cycle. Most of those...
How ridiculous. The president just announced a big tax break while we're in a war about oil for people who buy SUVs.
Well,
get up to 75...
But an SUV, you'll see the next generation, very much smaller. They're more like station wagons. They call them SUVs.
Well, you know what?
You get the tax break.
Look, I don't want to be the car police. I never asked for that job. I was just pointing it out, that oil does fund terrorism, not drugs, as they would like you to believe. It's much more your SUV. But, you know, what I really always hated about SUVs was the fundamental lie that they're light trucks, you know. That's so much of a worse lie, a political lie, that I did not have sex with that woman. That didn't hurt anybody. But calling it a light truck Yeah, most of them I see are hauling sand.
Why
they call it a light truck?
Well, we have to go. I'll explain to you.
We will
next time.
continue that.
And your new show comes on this Friday.
I want to say one thing. It comes on Friday at 11:30. Not that you need any help. Your show is very successful, and I hate to be nice to you, but there's not a lot of people in show business who would be secure enough or nice enough to have somebody on to plug a show that is against theirs. Don't ever ask me to be nice again.
All right. Bill Maher this Friday. Be right back with American Fido right after this. Thank you, Bill. That's right.
Let's deal with that.